Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 22nd episode of the SWW show. Second show we've recorded today.
Oh, fucking god damn it. Don't remind me of that.
Only 10:45 in the morning.
Early in the morning. Wrong
Rising.
side of the bed. Light me
What
up.
is it? Early in the morning. It's.
I thought it was wrong side of the bed. Light me up my cigarette. Tell me
I thought it
I've
was
been
bright side of the morning. As in, like,
early.
rising. Is it rising through the sheets? Light me up that cigarette and I'll choose.
It's early in the morning by Sublime, right? What I got?
I think it's just called What I Got.
Yes,
It's either What I
got.
Got or Lovin'.
Got it. Early in the morning, rising to the streets. Light me up that cigarette, and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason. Reason things went wrong.
Got to find a reason why
my
my
money's
all
all gone.
Okay, this Discord delay just totally ruined that for me.
On my end, it was perfect. No
Because
joke.
I'm trying to hear myself while you are like half measure
Quarter
behind
second
me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this is rough. I now know why when they do those like the videos of the people trying to talk with a delay,
It's atrocious.
why they just can't. Yeah. Anyway,
Whatever happened to Sublime?
the singer killed himself, didn't he?
Oh,
Did he either OD'd or he killed himself?
maybe.
And it was before the album released?
It was before?
I think so.
Until the band lineup until their breakup. Let's see. Brandy Norrell died at the age of 28. He was part of the 28 club. No,
It's a 27 club.
27 club, my bad. What was his death reasoning, people? It's either drug, death.
Well, if you're on Wikipedia, if you click on his link, it should just tell you what.
It doesn't. That's what overdose on heroin.
Okay.
And also to here, I forget they are doing Sublime with Rome right now. Which isn't bad.
But yeah, I think he died before the band.
Before they made it, but that's the thing with so like it's always been my thing, right? I'm always gonna say the thing up to stubborn, right? If Kurt Cobain did not kill himself, I don't think Nirvana would be remembered the way they are today.
Mm,
Because you come with
They
they had two
would be-
albums then that were perfect, and what would happen is they would inevitably stay too long.
but what you also have to remember is if Cobain had lived, we would not have the Foo Fighters.
See, and this is also true. So I'm going to say it also. Without, sadly, the tragic loss of Kurt Cobain, we would not have one of the greatest touring bands, period.
Yeah.
Because, like, who would have ever thought to put Dave Grohl behind a microphone and make him a lead?
Well, from the rumors were that he led a lot of the stuff with Nirvana.
But as an audience point of view, I don't think that would have been, like, the expectation when Foo Fighters came out. Everyone's like, wait, the drummer from Nirvana?
And he's a really good guitar player.
Right, but like you understand like how like also can you imagine going from a career point of view too? That's be one of the best transitions. Going from Nirvana to Foo Fighters.
Shit. Phil Collins.
Yeah, but he went to solo. Like so that happens.
But he went from drummer of Genesis, well, not even in Genesis, to drummer of Genesis, to lead singer of Genesis, to solo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a pretty damn good career arc.
No, I'm not saying other who don't have good careers. That's not what I'm saying. It was more the fundamental thing of like going from like a very influential band to a very influential band, like in that way of like.
I mean, Phil Collins did that in the sense that Genesis is like.
Obviously, Chris Cornell is my next example.
Well, but that's Soundgarden was basically the same group.
So Soundgarden to no, it's only Chris Cornell because all it is God. What's the other group I think of with Chris Cornell? That's not Soundgarden that I love.
It's
God, we know it too
mhm.
with Black Hole Sun. Wow.
Wash away.
No,
It's
that is Soundgarden.
that was Soundgarden.
God,
Audio Slave.
Audio. So the whole thing, Audio Slave. I remember it. I think Audio Slave is Chris Cornell plus Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was like
it wasn't
it's
Soundgarden.
one group plus.
Yeah.
Somebody.
So they minus, I think, the audio from Rage Against, put in Chris Cornell, and that is Audio Slave. It's like 2 albums.
Yeah, and it's much more of a electronic based.
Which is funny because then you account for it, then Chris Cornell before his death again. Then went back to Soundgarden, and then that's how you get Prophets of Rage, is because for their new lead singer, they put the other guy in, and that's how you get Prophets of Rage.
And then didn't Cornell do stuff with Stone Temple Pilots?
No, you think that's Scott Whaling. I think it's STP.
But I thought he did some stuff with them, maybe?
The only other thing I always think of is with STP.
And then
Scott
Chester
Whaling
went to STP.
Yeah, he did. Like Chester did something with STP. I knew that. Also, yeah. Chris Cornell, Temple of the Dog. I think. No, I don't know if he has done anything with STP. No. He's done a lot of collaboration work, so it could be like somewhere buried in that.
Yeah, and one of the best Bond themes ever.
Yeah, I think it's the best modern Bond theme.
It's top 3 for sure.
Because like I stick with the Adele scene. I'm not gonna actually bitch on the Adele theme ever. I don't like the Spectre theme that much.
Oh, Sam Smith.
Yeah, and I'm not excited for the Billie Eilish theme coming. Like I don't know. I'm refusing to listen to it.
It's not bad. Like,
but is it a Bond theme?
In the same way that like a lot of the classic Bond themes are Bond themes.
Because like the modern Bond themes have always been you get a poppy to rock artist, and that's where the Sam Smith I think kind of falls out of that chain because like obviously Adele's not rock in the traditional sense, but she totally has the like leaning more on that side of pop, especially in that song, and that's very much like the tension, the like essence of it. And the Billie Eilish just doesn't have that naturally.
I mean, her like Billie's voice definitely fits the theme of No Time to Die.
Mm-hmm.
Just much more of a somber theme. So, yeah, it's not bad. She performed it on one of the late night shows, like 2 months before they announced the first delay.
Which we'll see if that even comes out this year.
Shit, who did Quantum of Solace? Because I remember that one being.
Quantum.
And it was a big name.
It was a big name. It wasn't something like Alicia Keys, was it?
Yeah, it was Alicia Keys and Jack White.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
It's called Another Way to Die.
Yeah, Alicia Keys.
It's pretty good. They've got it ranked. This is Classic FM. They have it ranked as 22nd on the list.
What do they have as let me guess. Classic FM has to have Adele as the top because of course they do.
Sam Smith is number 20.
Okay.
Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die, which, I mean, that song became more famous as a Guns N' Roses song.
I was gonna say also like I don't know if I like Paul McCartney. Honestly, I don't know if I'm with the like I don't know if I love that song.
You Know My Name, Chris Cornell is 16. Sheryl Crow, Adele is 14.
Who the fuck's number 1 then?
Billie Eilish is 12.
What? I don't like this list.
Shirley Bassey is 10. Duran Duran is 9.
Duran is 9.
Gladys Knight is 7. See Carly Simon. Turner. Nancy Sinatra. Shirley Bassey's Diamonds Are Forever theme, which is a good theme.
Wait, isn't there a Frank Sinatra one too?
Nancy Sinatra.
Is it Nancy Sinatra? Because I know there's a
Frank
Sinatra
never
thing.
did one.
Okay. That'd be amazing. Can you imagine if they had like a Rat Pack theme?
Oh, dude, if they had a Rat Pack theme,
That would be number 1.
that Bond movie might be the most just. That would be the highest bill for gin and vodka and
Ever.
whiskey. Because
but like you could
if it would
picture
have been, if it would have been Prime Rat Pack, that would have been either Connery's second run or Roger Moore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there would have been a lot of drinking.
But like also, you could picture a theme in your head working perfectly, can't you? Like they would be perfect.
Oh yeah, for that the big band themes that they did up until the 70s.
Like that'd be amazing. You just hear like it'd be something. Some Edge of the World, right? It's Moonraker, but it's Fly Me to the Moon.
No,
Fly me
that wouldn't
to
work.
the Perfect. General updates as we get in the show. As people noticed, because it came out the week before this episode, we are now doing an F1 podcast that AJ's taking the reins on, and I'm kind of get to sit there and learn about the world of international racing. Right, AJ?
Yeah. So the first episode is like a 30-some-odd minute episode. It's just kind of an intro into the sport. I definitely missed some stuff, so...
And then those would be infrequent pending races and schedules, but every couple weeks then expect some F1 thing to pop up on your feeds. Other note stuff, GDEX is officially not canceled this year, it's online, so we're going to figure that out if we do anything or not. My assumption is this year's convention season is just gone.
Oh yeah, because I mean, GDEX is...
That was the last thing, kind of a holdout that we probably would have messed with.
Yeah, that was, what, Labor Day weekend normally?
No,
it was in October.
Columbus Day. So, we'll figure out if we do anything, but yeah, hopefully we'll all be back with a bang next year with all this fun stuff. I think that's all I have. I think we have to start the big news. AJ, at the time we were recording this, for the last 36 hours, the world has been introduced to the great post-apocalyptic United States of America. Would you please serenade us with a spoiler-free discussion based on what you have played, which I have not played yet, doesn't leave my triples holding out till after, of The Last of Us Part 2?
So this isn't a spoiler because the first game ends here, and I didn't realize it until I actually visited the place in real life. It opens in Jackson, Wyoming.
Okay.
Which is...
Is that where you went?
Yeah. It is probably the most beautiful place in the world. If you like mountains.
Interesting, because I legitimately say the most beautiful state is either Kentucky or Tennessee.
Yeah. Wyoming is on another level. It makes you feel small in a way that Alaska didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is spoiler free. Naughty Dog did it again. I'm like probably 7 hours into the game.
Okay.
Yeah, Naughty Dog did it again, man. I'll tell you what. I am looking forward to what the PS5 is going to have, because if Last of Us 2 is kind of the send-off, and obviously Ghost of Tsushima is still to come, but they could just not release anything on the PS4, and if these two games are the last two games that come out on the console, it's the perfect send-off.
Jimmy, so like Last of Us was obviously the perfect send-off for PS3. You think they did something again in that equivalent?
Yeah, well, and even Last of Us wasn't the last big game.
Well, last first-party big game.
Okay, first party, but I mean, like they had the.
Obviously, GTA is after then. You call Batman was after then. Yeah, they had a few after.
So there were. I mean, GTA is probably the big send-off for the PS3.
Right, but I meant from a first-party point of view, they sent it off kind of the similar way of actually pretty closely, the similar way. It was within 2 weeks of each other, them coming out even.
Yeah.
So one of the things I'm curious about, I don't know if you've messed with them. Apparently, there's 1,000 accessibility and difficulty options in the game.
Yeah, so I did the one that I think everybody should do. Any game that offers this, you should just go ahead and do. it's replace tap with hold.
Mm,
Because button
yeah,
mashing
okay.
is just overrated.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just hold buttons instead, which is great because there's a bunch of like, um, it's Last of Us combat. So if somebody gets on you, you have to. Before you had to mash to
Mm-hmm.
break the hold, and if you know you were off by one or two mashes, it wasn't going to work. Now you just hold it, and you're like, okay, whatever. That being said, though, there is a scene where main character uh, goes after somebody and stabs them,
Mm-hmm.
and I so wanted that to just be a mash, like because
Just the gruesomeness of it.
well, Last of Us is a gruesome game. Like
Right, yeah.
it is a game that I think, in a way that Mortal Kombat has never done, Last of Us pushes the boundaries on what is considered acceptable.
Interesting.
Well, because think about it, right? Like, there's some gruesome scenes where you're like, you're walking up behind normal people and just
Oh yeah, and then you just
ganking them
fucking.
and just, like, it's just horrendous. And
Mm-hmm.
um, the scene was a revenge kill, and I so wanted there just to be the ability to just mash square and just keep diving the knife into the guy
Mm-hmm.
because you wanted the main character to do that. Like, you would think they would do this. Like, they would break and just stab this person 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So far, I will say, it does a very good job of, if you didn't play the first one,
Mm-hmm.
summarizing what happened.
Really, because I was
Yeah.
very curious on that because they have announced that the PS4 version of Last of Us actually has sold more than the PS3 version. So like,
Yeah.
I'm curious, kind of going into this, kind of what percentage of people had never touched it.
Yeah. It does a very good job of summarizing what happened in the first one and why they're in the situation they're in. And I will say, as far as I've played, this isn't really a spoiler because I haven't yet. That the trailer that they showed at E3 where they did the like church,
Yeah.
I have yet to see that.
Oh God. So do they do so? Like, obviously, The Last of Us Part One, without saying it, I guess.
But
Do
okay,
they?
so I will say the only reason I bring that up, they mention it.
Oh
They mention
no.
the events in that trailer happening.
Oh, so like that trailer wasn't part of the game?
I haven't seen it yet.
Interesting. Okay. So I was curious though because obviously Last of Us first one was really good in the first. I'd say that first Last of Us, that opening 30 minutes of the game might be perfect, and
The
like it's
opening
obviously
that
very gut wrenching.
Yeah, that opening is maybe the second most emotional I've ever been in a video game.
So I'm curious, do they do something equivalent of like jaw dropping in the to begin without saying what it is, obviously?
Um, no, not that
Really
soon. They do
interesting.
something in the beginning, but it's not like the immediate open of the game.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask the other obvious question on this game.
Hmm?
Are you having fun?
Yes. Like, it's one of those things where the game is just so gruesome that can it be defined as fun? Like, I don't know. It's more of like enjoying the story that they're telling, and I think it's the same thing that happened to me when I played Red Dead. Like, some of these, and obviously Red Dead's more of an RPG than Last of Us is, but
Mm,
you play as the character, not as
mm-hmm,
yourself.
mm-hmm.
And it's definitely because these worlds are so well built. Like, feel like main character that you're playing, you want to do what they would do.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Red Dead. Like, I played my Arthur Morgan as like this pretty kind of mirror opposite of what the Vanderlyn gang was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was helping everybody, and he was helping old ladies, and he was, giving money to people that need it, and a very white hat person. But then he also had a dark side where when it needed to be done, he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say
So
they do a very the interesting thing that they do in the open is they introduce new characters and you play as one of them.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll leave it at that so people get to experience it themselves, I guess.
Like, you don't do much as the character that you're. It's very much a tutorialization of, like, the sprint and sprint jump and crouching and prone
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that you're playing, not as an established character already. So
Nice. Okay.
I will say, though, if you, again, as far as I've played through the game, if you hadn't seen that E3 trailer, you are confused as hell.
Really?
Well, just because, like, the first interaction with Ellie is her talking about that
moment.
trailer, yeah.
They'll probably have to explain it at some point, but that's interesting that...
It's like, okay, is this, Last of
Okay,
Us
so
is old enough now, as well as the DLC, like, the Left Behind DLC, like, them kind of going back and explaining what happened when, there was that span of time where Joel was recovering from his injury, playing as Ellie. They have the, when she gets bit, right, the DLC is when Ellie gets bit. She's got that relationship there.
Yeah, she's immune or whatever.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
playing through that DLC again to remember, like, what
happened.
Well, I know what happened, but, like, I think it ends with you going to the mall in the winter,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of that center part of the game. Also, I have no idea how far I'm into the game. There are no, like, the way that the first game had the seasons.
Mm-hmm.
There is, well, I guess you change location, but that's the only
Season.
That's the only change I've seen so far. Like,
Huh.
So I have no idea. Am I third of the way? Am I halfway through? Am I a fifth of the way through? Like, how far am I into the game? Which, in a weird way, I like, because I don't want to know when it ends.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So I'm still poking my way through Final Fantasy VII Remake. AJ, I found my favorite town in the entire game, though.
Is it Shitterton?
No, it's called Wall Market, and it's literally this. It's a part of the town where it's just all like debauchery and nightclubs and massage parlors and shenanigans, and has the best fucking beat in the soundtrack. But yeah, there is a little quest there where you have to get a massage, and you have to tip accordingly for the outcome you want. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
It's not an M-rated game, right?
No, it's is it?
Well, I guess it's more of they're not going to show who's the main character, Cloud.
that is not the that's not the outcome I was referring to. It is T.
I'm going to say they're not going to show the main character getting a handy, so.
No, really?
I mean, if Red Dead didn't, Final Fantasy
no way.
isn't. Like, it was greatly implied in Red Dead. They didn't go the full GTA of the hooker bouncing on you in the car.
GTA doesn't have any boundaries.
So, Speaking of that,
Okay.
speaking of GTA 5, did you ever? I think you could only do it in the single player. Did you ever go to the strip club and friend a stripper and then call them to the house?
No.
Okay. Neither did I. I want to know somebody that
Of course I didn't. Why would I say such things? I never did such things.
sarcastic and you actually did.
No, I'm saying I was accusing you of doing it.
Oh, no. Like, I think at one point I had Franklin, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Either there's a side quest or something where you get a couple of. Oh, it's when Franklin runs the strip club.
Mm.
You get some of their phone numbers. And it had a tooltip of like, oh, you can call them. I just never did because I never used the phone.
Yeah, me neither. I never did that weird side stuff of like calling them or any of that stuff.
I have to imagine there's something for it, and people that 100% of the game did it at once.
Yeah, 1,000%. The other thing I've been playing is I'm poking with some of my friends still at Warzone. What's exciting is apparently the next update, it's looking like they're teasing RC cars coming back. Which you can imagine.
Coming back.
Welcome back to Call of Duty because obviously they haven't been in a while.
Like,
I'm
they
curious.
were never in this.
I'm curious kind of how bad it will break the balance of the game. Like, how do you balance those right? Because, like, obviously in multiplayer, you're okay if someone, like, it's chaotic and stuff, but, like, this is very more contained, and the concern quickly becomes how overpowered are they? Like, do you control range on them? Do you stop them going upstairs? Like, you have to do something to make them not these fucking monstrosities.
They'll probably be like a EMP.
Yeah, but those range on those fuckers are still, I think, too far for an RC car, because, like, if I get towards the final circle...
Yeah. Well, Call of Duty's kind of exaggerating distances and stuff like that, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing excitingly new about it. We're still just poking at it.
I mean,
It's
hell,
still fun.
Call of Duty has no bullet drop short of over 500 meters,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
which doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. AJ says here for what we've seen. What is Jack shit?
That means absolutely nothing.
Oh, I was very confused. I was like, does that mean Samurai Jack? Does that mean Jack shit? It's been a calm week for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching the debacle that has been the MLB trying to figure out if they're ever going to have a season.
Yeah, one day it was 100 games, another day it was 60, and then it's not confirmed.
Let's see. Currently, the MLB won't counter the union, sticks to their 60-game offer.
They just won't counter it at all.
So the owners and the commissioner want 60 games. I think the players want 70 or something like that.
And the players want to get paid differently, I thought, too. They want to get prorated better.
Yeah, well, if they play 70, they're going to get a better salary.
I thought, like, a per game basis, they still wanted to get paid better or something weird.
Yeah, maybe. I think they wanted, like, full pro rate.
Yeah, and they want some discounted rate. The owners do.
The owners want, like, 85% pro.
Mm-hmm.
Which for the guys making $100 million a year is nothing.
Right, but I think it's more the argument of how much you're working versus how much you're going to get paid per how much you're working.
But the guys that are making league minimum, which in the MLB is extreme low, that 15% could mean the difference between like them being able to easily get to wherever they need to go for spring training, and them having to like
struggle bus.
Well, not necessarily struggle bus, but like stay with somebody, which then increases the risk of spread and things like that. So
apparently, there's some Philly players are in quarantine right now. I don't remember if it was baseball or what sport it was, but
yeah, a couple of the facilities down in Arizona. In fact, there's kind of another outbreak down there. what is it? The Phoenix Coyotes and Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs. A bunch of them tested positive. Yeah, all of the spring training facilities in Arizona have been shut down for baseball.
Also, do we think baseball is going to have? Do you think any baseball is going to have any audience in it or no?
I mean, any sport that comes back is going to have no or minimal audience.
I think minimal. I'd be curious if it's no or if it's minimal.
I mean, like NASCAR had 1,000 people at Homestead, and the only reason they had that many was because it's big enough that you can do it, and they weren't they weren't just normal fans. They were invited. They were like first responders, EMS, military members, stuff. So Talladega is the first race, which is, as we're recording this tomorrow, but it has passed. They were having 5,000 fans there because the front stretch at Talladega is a mile. So you can social distance 5,000 people over the course of a mile.
Okay. Makes some sense, actually. So let's see. So I watched The Dark Knight Rises, which, I'm going to say the obvious thing, way too eerie to right now at certain points, just of everything happening in the world. There's just moments
yeah, like 2/3 of that movie is very much like, and the same thing with Last of Us, like, maybe I shouldn't be interacting with this at this point in time.
Like, there are moments where it would, like, I'm just going to spoil it's Dark Knight Rises, but I can say whatever the fuck I wanted. There are moments where Bane's like, people of Gotham, it is fine. We have removed the police. Now go take back what is rightfully yours. And I was like, holy shit, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah. And then the kangaroo court.
Kangaroo court reminded me too much of Chaz right now in Seattle. Like, way too much. I was like, holy shit. He's like, exile or death. He's like, I'll never go to exile. Poof. Exile by death it is.
No, it's death by exile.
Death by exile it is. Like, it's, God. Fuck it. Like, I enjoy the movie. It's not that. It's just, right now, it just feels like a lot.
Yeah, there's definitely this is a little...
too on the nose.
Like, it was a little on the nose when the movie came out.
But, like, now...
Now it's very much like, we could see this happen.
I'm sorry, right now, so I don't think we were talking about Chaz. Right now, Chaz is about 2 steps away from it happening, I feel like.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay, all you gotta do is clip the borders on Chaz and it turns into this, in a smaller scale.
Yeah.
Like, all we do is, if you shut the borders on Chaz, how is it literally is Dark Knight Rises Gotham.
Well, yes and no, because they've cleared everything out in Seattle. Whereas in Dark Knight Rises, they capture the police, they capture the leaders.
Yeah, but the way I compare it was, so in Chaz right now there are no police, and obviously in Dark Knight Rises they moved that, and then Chaz has put up some kangaroo government within it.
Yeah, well, there's a kangaroo government, but there's nobody for them to try. Like,
give it a week. Give it a week. They'll find someone doing some shit.
Well, but in the sense of, like, the kangaroo court in Rises being like, they're trying the businessmen and the...
No, in Chaz, they started adding laws and rules, and they were, like, banishing people out of it for breaking rules, or, like, I saw something about bats beating as a punishment. Like, they were making rules.
Well,
and very quickly.
Yeah, but, like, more of, I think, what your idea of, like, the scarecrow holding kangaroo court, like, they weren't trying normal people for
actual crimes,
like real crimes. They were trying the business owners and the ultra wealthy for crimes against the 99%, I guess.
Which in Seattle that wouldn't happen because, let's be honest, it's a lot of semi-rich 20-year-olds who are in the Chaz right now, so they're not going to start trying the rich people because they very quickly realize what would happen.
Yeah, they're gonna start trying their dads that are like executives and
And then mystically they'll get tried next because they're related to the money.
Yeah.
Because they'll inherit the money, and then all the people will be like, wait, now you have the money.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Also, I didn't note here, because I don't know if I realized this. So, in the beginning of the film, there's that one sniper scene. Is that supposed to be Deadshot? It is. God, I wrote it down. It is. There was a shot.
No, the opening of the movie is Bane escaping.
No, not that. It's they're in Gotham when I saw this. Let me see if I can find where in the film.
Sniper. Are you sure you're not thinking of Dark Knight at the funeral?
For the record, I just googled Dark Knight Rises Deadshot, and it says, played by Josh Stewart, he appears throughout the film working with Bane. Eventually he's killed by Officer Foley while escorting Talia. Let me see if I can find what he looks like. Yeah, he's the sniper. He's the guy the guy who works with Bane, who has the bulletproof vest and has 50 bullets on his chest. He's the guy who walks up. He walks to the army guy and says, "You're gonna barricade the city in." That guy's supposed to be Deadshot.
Let's see.
Just Google Dark Knight Rises Deadshot and he'll pop
Yeah,
up.
I did. Oh yeah, he's part of the group that escapes.
Yeah. The reason that caught me was at one point in the film, he runs like a sniper, and I forget who he shoots down. He shoots someone down with it. And I was like, wait, is that supposed to be Deadshot?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. They like their...
And like that was a clean reference where like obviously I caught it, and like so if you care, it's a cool reference, but like it's not enough where like it's in your face also like, this is Deadshot, have a good day. Like it was a good Nolan thing of like being subtle.
Yeah, and he's not going to have his mask because...
There's no reason to.
Well, yeah, the Nolan Batman universe, all of the people are normal.
And quote unquote, yeah.
Even the Joker is a normal person.
I would say Ra's al Ghul is the one example of not normal.
He becomes a ghost, but I think that's more of a, Bruce Wayne having a trip in his head or something like that. Like,
mm-hmm.
Like, can we psychoanalyze Batman? He definitely has PTSD.
But hear me out, though. The only thing, though, which I say it's more than that, is he's the one who, during the ghost scene in Rises, explains to Bruce about how that's when he thinks that Bane is his son from that psycho scene.
Could that just be
him thinking that?
Yeah, because Bruce Wayne is supposedly this insane detective.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bruce Wayne just having a PTSD trip?
Highly possible. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed the film. Obviously, I like the heads on its heels of, like, no one's really in power and stuff. I don't understand the bad rap the film gets, personally. Like, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's definitely still a really good film.
Well, it had to follow up
Dark Knight, which is the best superhero movie ever. Maybe.
And one of the best movies ever.
Mm-hmm. My superhero argument is it's Dark Knight or Logan's always my fight.
I would take Dark Knight above Logan.
Okay.
But it's definitely it's two sides of the same coin.
I think there's a discussion to be had for either. Like, that's what when I say that. Like, I wouldn't give any of the, like, even I wouldn't give, like, Endgame or Infinity War, which obviously I really like, I would never put those in that same discussion, because the reason they're important is because of the culmination of what they lead to, where Logan and Dark Knight independent are great films.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing with the MCU. There's a lot of bullshit to watch.
But there are some that are great movies or great scenes. But yes, there's slugs, or not even slugs. There's stuff that's fun to watch, but it doesn't leave the same.
Yeah, whereas Logan and Dark Knight you can watch on their own. Mm-hmm. And you get 99% of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing always has been when I lived with my roommates in Chicago. The one of them never watched Dark Knight, so we made him watch it. And like we had after it was the cruise ship scene or whatever, so it feels like not cruise ship, it was the ending that you think is cruise ship is the true ending. The one before that where you feel would be the ending. and we stopped to go to the bathroom. He thought the film was almost over because it was like an hour 45, and he's like, "We still have 45 minutes left in this film." We're like, "Yes, it's a fucking journey." When they capture Joker, it kind of feels like the end originally. Then they bombs out.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like in a normal film, that could be the end of a film almost. Like, you just kind of wrap it up there, kind of end it. Instead, it's a Nolan film, so you still have another 45 minutes of the next plot.
Yeah, it's the meme of the football player. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what it totally feels like.
Yeah, and if there were more Joker movies, that is, yes, the ideal ending is there as him, as Joker is clapping as Gordon gets promoted.
Mm-hmm.
Then end Joker 1 and go to Joker 2. Downside is you can't really do that anymore, so...
Right. Okay. Otherwise, what I watched last night also was, so Netflix released, I don't know if it was Netflix, I saw it on Netflix, where it was a Queen with Adam Lambert, the documentary about it. It's.
I want to say somebody put that out and then it got picked up and is now on Netflix.
That might be. But, like, it's just fascinating of, like, I forget how much that, like, obviously Freddie Mercury, Queen. And then I forget how much, like, the in-between, like, Queen was, like, a band that no one cared about. Like, everyone kind of knew we were rocky, but, like, no one cared about Queen. And then, like, in the mid-2000s, they came back with, like, the Queen, like, Broadway show, and, like, they just slowly started coming back. And then obviously I knew they were big with Adam Lambert. I don't know if I realized how big they were with Adam Lambert right now.
Well, the only reason they're big is because they're touring again. Like,
but like they tried touring like before Adam Lambert, and like they were never as big as they are right now. Like they tried touring in the the mid 2000s with the lead singer of Bad Company.
Yeah, but the problem is there are very few people that can fill the shoes of Freddie Mercury.
And Adam Lambert, I think we're watching him there and watching other stuff. I think he can. Like, they're not perfect, obviously, but I think fundamentally he can.
Which, it's funny, this guy he didn't win American Idol.
He should have, but yes.
He should have, because I can't even remember the name of the guy. It was another Adam.
Chris Allen, which was generic pretty white boy. He did like the poppy like cute white boy songs is why he won and all the teenage girls voted for him.
No, it was another Adam. It was a little guy.
Chris Allen. It's Chris Allen. I will promise you this. His name is Chris Allen. He won the 8th season of American Idol.
I know you're Googling.
His name is Chris Allen. I'm looking at his picture right now. I will promise you this.
Adam. There was another Adam. It was a small guy.
Different season then.
No, because it was the two Adams. So maybe Adam Lambert came out ahead of him?
You make me pull. Let's see. Is it the 8th season of American Idol? Okay, I'm pulling up American Idol's 8th season, right? Finalists. Can I have... Here's the top 13, I think. Okay. Top 13 goes Lil Rounds, don't remember this guy. Scott McNider, don't remember him. Danny Gorky, Michael Server, Jasmine Murray, Chris Allen, Allison Aita, which I think was the rock girl, Anoop Desi, George Nunez. I watched this season, I remember all these people. Megan Joy, Adam Lambert, Matt Gurrid, and Alexa Grace. That was the top 13. I don't know.
I'm definitely blending seasons together.
You must be blending seasons. That's why I'm like, I just knew that Chris Allen, because I've been like, obviously that's the infamous one of like Adam Lambert should have won. Like the honest answer is Adam Lambert should have won.
Well, I don't think like the problem is I hate to say it, you couldn't have done that at that time just because.
And also, people think he lost probably because he was gay, and
yeah, that's the whole point.
Right? Like they think that's why he lost.
There's a large population in this country that would
also your audience is teenage girls statistically speaking, who vote. And obviously, do they go for the gay guy or the cute white boy?
It's teenage girls and their family. Like,
Right, but like if I said who probably is the bigger, like who's the like vocal influence? It's the teenage girls.
yeah. Let's see. It's season 4. Okay.
I know the winners halftime, but yeah, or the top 2 people, 3 people, but
Kelly Clarkson, everybody knows her. Ruben Studdard disappeared. Well, he's more of a. I mean, he disappeared because he's a gospel singer. But everybody knows Clay Aiken. Fantasia Barrino. Season 3. Carrie Underwood, everybody knows. Taylor Hicks fell off a map. Jordan Sparks.
God, who was the guy?
Popular.
Who's the guy? What's the band?
Oh, it was season 7. It was David Archuleta and David Cook. That's
who David. Yeah, okay, that's it. And Archuleta won. I think Cook
no,
lost.
Cook won. He beat Archuleta.
Cook won.
Which, let's be honest, David Cook, a hell of a lot better than David Archuleta.
Oh yeah. That's what you're thinking of, though. Who am I thinking of? The guy in like 3rd place. I think it's the Taylor Hicks season. The guy in 3rd place started really popular.
Oh, it was Chris Daughtry. He was in 4th.
Chris Daughtry. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Chris Daughtry.
Like, winning American Idol is kind of a curse.
No, like this is the people talk about like Adam Lambert has done better because he didn't have the American Idol contract. Because think about it, he never would have toured with Queen. His debut album he never would have done. Like all of this stuff that like made Adam Lambert like the reason he's giant right now. Like there was no way if he won that contract for 5 years or whatever it is with American Idol, he would have ended up touring with Queen. There was no way.
Going through, I don't know. Like,
I stopped caring. I think Scott McCreery might have been the last season I saw.
I don't think I ever saw season 11, but I remember hearing Philip Phillips win because that was a hilarious name.
I remember Phil Phillips. I do remember him. I'll give that one.
I don't know.
Maybe
season
that's
12?
the most recent season I've seen. That's 11.
I'm not recognizing any of these names.
Let's see. So 11 I saw. I don't know 12. Yeah, I don't know Caleb. I don't know these people anymore. I think that Phil Phillips might have been like the season I fell off on. Yeah.
Like, okay, so they've had 18 seasons.
They're like a year off. Yeah, because Scott McCreery, obviously, I know.
Philip Phillips is the last.
Leader-wise, I forgot, was a person. That's season 9. That was one after that one.
I think I know the name, but...
Yeah, it's one of those people I probably forgot he existed, too. I just saw that right now.
I mean, season 11, like, that was, 2012? I'm sorry, it doesn't take this long to put out an album. Let's see, season 16 was 2018. Like, Maddie Poppy should have...
like 2 albums by now.
Well, she should have, an album that went number 1 because you have Simon fucking Cowell behind you. Also granted, he's not the face of American Idol anymore.
He is. He's a judge again.
But like when he left to do AGT.
Oh, but he still runs it, and in the back end, he still is the producer you get. And also, like, I know we because we don't see producers all the time. Simon Cowell and Randy, whatever his name is, Jackson, are legitimately in music 2 of the most important producers. Period. End of story. Like we don't see them because I just see them like. They make people's careers.
Let's go to the season 6. That was the cast. I mean, even like, so you had Simon Cowell and Randy Jackson, like, again, 2 amazing producers, and then Paula Abdul, who, you want to look at somebody that handled stardom? It was Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
So you had your entire, kind of backing team were people that basically set you up for success.
Yeah, like that initial crew for sure did.
I mean, they basically handed you a number one and said, "Here you go."
Oh yeah, especially if you're like the first like 5, 6, 7 seasons of American Idol. Like if you won or got second, like you were good. But yeah, it is interesting though how many times you saw people get like second, third, or fourth, and like they're more important. Like obviously Chris Daughtry was way more important than anyone from that season.
Season.
Yeah, and he got fourth.
Yeah, he was the season 5. Taylor Hicks, he was the dude that was gray when he won.
Right. So no one cares.
Oh, what is he doing? Like 2016, he began hosting the INSP original series State Plate and released a new single.
Right.
He's got a residency.
That should tell you.
Hold on, does he still have it?
There's no way he has it right now. He hasn't released an album since 2009.
He's a stage actor now.
Okay, yeah. His third album. Are you ready for this one, AJ? His third album, which is the first album post American Idol, sold 52,000 units.
That's not good.
His American Idol album sold 700,000, which you expect because American Idol. But yeah.
He apparently attended the 2013 Evo as a competitor for Melee.
What?
He was the first male idol to be featured on a Grammy-winning album.
So here's what you got to do, okay? You have to remind me after the show, and I'm going to see if we can email him to talk about Evo.
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope. Not having that interview. I will gladly interview the people from Young Horses?
But you're not going to interview Taylor Hicks about his Evo experience in 2013.
He was the first Idol winner to secure a long-term residency at Vegas.
I'm surprised somebody like Kelly Clarkson never tried to secure one of those. Be like, I don't have to go anywhere? Sure.
Make a shit ton more money, too.
Yeah, but, like, there's some level of, like... That's why, like, artists, like, you have giant artists now who do it. They're like, I'm too old. I don't want to move anymore. Like, I'll go do 3 nights a week. I don't care.
Well, I think the people that have residencies are more of people that just want the steady income.
Mm-hmm.
Also, who do you think is more successful, Carrie Underwood or Kelly Clarkson?
Fuck, that's a tough one. I'm going with Underwood. Am I wrong?
I just was asking them.
What are you thinking? Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is?
It depends on how you define success. Like, Kelly Clarkson is a coach for The Voice. Like
that's still successful. Yeah, neither of them are not successful. We're not saying that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking for I want numbers. Discography, tours. She did have Kelly Clarkson's got a residency.
Oh.
It was scheduled to premiere July 29, 2020, but it's been postponed to 21. There's no sales numbers.
Aw.
Carrie Underwood, I don't know. That's tough.
Right?
Like, Kelly Clarkson had 3 more years.
Mm.
Let's see. In rating. Carrie Underwood performed at the Super Bowl. Like,
That's true.
granted, I think it was the Star Spangled.
So, like, no one actually cares, is what you're saying? Because it's Star Spangled Banner?
She did okay, hold on. In 2005, she performed the Star Spangled Banner at Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And at the 2006 All-Star Game, she performed at the halftime of the 2006 Thanksgiving Day football game. Performed the national anthem at the NFC Championship game between the Seahawks and Panthers in 2006, as well as the 2006 edition of the Coke 600. Damn, in 06, she did every national anthem.
Yep. How much do you get paid to do national anthem? Do you think? Do you get paid, or is it more like a publicity spot?
That's tough.
Because it depends. Like that's
I think
what I'm
it
saying.
completely depends on the
Who you are?
person. Yeah.
Like, there's no way that like when you got like Christina Aguilera do it for free. There's no way that she's free, right? Like for sure you're paying her something to show up.
Yeah.
Because the goal is if you get someone big like that, maybe they'll keep the show on for a bit then, and then get some ratings from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say probably Carrie Underwood's more successful.
Yeah, but again, I don't think either are not successful.
Yeah. I mean, it also helps that Carrie Underwood married a hockey player who was making a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been able to maybe be a little more picky about
what she does. Okay. AJ, on the show notes here it says you have been enjoying the beach. I thought Michigan. Are you allowed to leave your homes now? Okay.
I've been able to for a while. I mean, like, the beach has been open. Like, the state park. They just... Nobody was staffing it. And all, like, the snow fence was up and stuff like that. Still go out.
So you just I assume the beach is off Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay. Assume normal beach shenanigans of getting burnt as fuck and passing out?
No, I got burnt as fuck while I was painting the deck. And we're not supposed to have alcohol at the beach. No, like, normally when I go to the beach, when I go to the state, well, you can have alcohol, but it's not at the state park. You can get a ticket if it's at the state park. Like, we'll just go out and, like, have dinner at the beach. Like, last night we had pizza at the beach, and watched the boats in the channel.
How far are you from the beach? I thought you were decently far.
25 minutes.
Okay, not atrocious, but you weren't next to it or anything.
It's not like I can walk down the road and it's there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Yeah, as of 6 days from now, I leave for my giant cross-country trip, as we're calling it. So did I give you the
It
legs?
isn't cross-country, but...
Okay, it is...
You drive the length of Florida, what, like 3 times?
So I go, okay, here's what... So I'm in Panhandle, Florida, right? I drive to Miami. Then from Miami, we drive to Orlando. Then Orlando, like, we're going to Cocoa Beach and back, but, like, we're in Orlando a few days. We drive up to Atlanta to... Then we go to the capital of Georgia. Then from there, we go to Myrtle Beach to Williamsburg, and then Williamsburg, one of the days we're going to DC. And then from there, we obviously drive there to Richmond to Atlanta back to my house.
Yeah.
So I think it's 3,000 miles, 10 days, 5 states.
Yeah.
So they also announced that they're doing actually, because I was unsure where Trump's going to be on the 4th and they announced they are doing stuff in DC, so I think I'll be in DC proper on the 4th.
Of course he's going to be there.
The rumor was Mount Rushmore for a hot minute.
I think he would give up the publicity stunt of coming out of the bunker for the 4th.
No, apparently he's supposed to do a speech at the Washington Monument, which he did last year.
Is the scaffolding off that?
Apparently, that's last year. Apparently, that's what he did too. So, apparently, this is tamed from last year. Last year was like a 3-day event.
Well, Trump likes to go big.
Go big or go home, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go big or get charged with sexual assault, I guess.
One of the days I think we're going to Colonial Williamsburg, which will be interesting. I'm trying to convince my friends that we should dress up like the old people.
Dress up like... I don't know. Dress up like natives and see what happens.
Like natives. Jesus Christ, that's not what I meant when I said the old people.
No, I'm saying dress up like natives. See what happens when the old people in Williamsburg see you. Do they try to shoot you in the face with a musket?
Oh, like they're really role playing that good? You're saying?
Yeah, test their RPG system.
Do you think that those are real muskets they're using? Like the old reenactment people are like, fuck it, we got real muskets just to be safe.
I mean, hell, those things are so inaccurate they could be.
Yeah, I'm actually not that threatened unless they have a bayonet at the end of it. Then I'm threatened.
I mean, you could stand within probably 10 feet of the barrel of a musket.
Mm-hmm.
Any closer than that, it would definitely be a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like 10 feet and past, there's a pretty solid chance that it's gonna miss. Especially if they're aiming for a small part.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Test their logic tree. See if they'll go off script.
You have to ask like absurd questions. I pull out a cell phone and just be like, "What is this?"
No,
Oh,
you never watched the
Ooh.
last season of Westworld, did you?
No.
Okay, so there's a logic that they put in there, a logic puzzle that fries the system, and it's defining square root of -1 or something like that, and it's just a feedback loop, and it shuts down the system. Like, just do something like that.
No, here's my actual test. I'm gonna have my female friend pull a cell phone up to them, ask them about it, and then see if she gets hung for being a witch.
I was gonna say, have her flash them and see what they do.
See, I like mine much better because that'd be the realistic scenario. Would be the witch scenario.
Well, no, like she would be jailed for what they used to call it. It wasn't indecent exposure back then, but it was like
It was some better term, yeah. Yeah. So obviously the trip will be done by the time this I think comes out, but it'll be interesting to see how my trip goes. If any of us kill each other because the longness of the trip. What are the
the fact
odds
that you're doing it in a Toyota.
It is a Corolla. They are reliable cars.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just they're boring.
What should I have rented like a convertible?
No, so you're in Northwest Florida. There's a bunch of like good old boys that probably have some old race cars laying around. Like, do the trip in an old NASCAR.
I was thinking of doing the trip in like an old pickup truck.
Actually, that would be fun. Like a restored 50s pickup truck that has like working AC and working brakes.
Yeah, like so I want stuff to not break on me, but yeah, like that whole thing, and maybe one of the friends sits in the back the entire time, and like bangs on the back of the window, and they have to go to the bathroom or whatever.
Just like you're just doing like 55 miles an hour because that's all the truck will do.
Across the entire country.
I mean, like it's very sadistic on my end, but it would be very interesting to try to do a cross-country trip in a NASCAR.
Jesus Christ, you have to stop for gas every 2 minutes?
Well, you wouldn't have to because like you wouldn't be running at 200 miles an hour, so you'd be getting a little bit better economy, but yeah, just like have somebody with a big pickup truck that's got a gas tank on it, and when I run out of gas, they come fill me up. And
I was liking the idea instead we have it where we just have an extra gas tank that one of us to physically hold, so we put more gas in the car as we're going.
No, if the SWW show had a road trip car, it'd be one of those Sprinter vans. Like,
oh my!
I've no joke thought about like what would be a good. We were gonna have something that we would take to places. It would be one of those Sprinter vans.
Can we do a mystery machine instead?
I mean, a Sprinter van is a modern mystery machine,
but like full blown mystery machine. This fucker.
No, because they're just small. Like, that's the only downside to that van is they're just too small. Like, if we really wanted to do it right, we would get a Sprinter van, and then we would have like an extended fuel tank so that we could get 150 gallons in it and just go anywhere with it.
I like the other idea of. I think it's a good comparison. I think it's InfoWars has the RV they travel with.
That would be similar.
We just re-wreck an RV. We just make it like a touring bus RV, and instead it's fucking an entire mobile show. Like we could we get like Dan to drive us, and me and you could do the show in the back, like just live, like it's normal.
I mean,
Like,
that's
we
what the
just
guys
post
at that's what the guys at Spittin' Chicklets do
Really?
for the NHL All-Star game.
But it'd be funny. Is like I have a window in the back though, so you can see like cars driving by us and shit. They're like, wait, are they?
I mean, yeah, we could do it in a Sprinter too. It would just have to be a longer one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've legitimately thought about like, what if when we had an office, we just had we had like a an old station wagon or something like that we put a big gas tank in it and can take it to we can road trip to like E3 or PAX or different shows.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now it's time for some random news we have, which, again, the show's going to be for a while, so I'm watching the news. But one of the big things I find interesting is the Oscars have been delayed by 2 months.
It's not super surprising because there's a ton of stuff that needs to get like... There's stuff that had theater dates, and...
Right, but the Oscars already adjusted those rules to account for that.
No, like, not like movie theater dates. Like, plays.
Got it.
So, and those take precedent over the Oscars because, guess what? Plays pay more.
This is accurate. Also, I just find they also pushed the eligibility window to the old Oscar date. So Oscar got pushed 2 months, and the eligibility date now is pushed 2 months. Is pushed like 2 months also.
That's a short window.
How so?
For voters.
Yeah.
Like,
because
I
it's gonna
think
be interesting.
when I was voting, I had 4 months
When were you voting?
when I was in school.
You got to vote? Jesus Christ! Are you allowed to say what you voted for?
I'm sure if you pulled up the Oscars for that year, give you I don't know.
You're not under NDA or anything? Okay, what year would this be?
13 and
2014 Oscars then?
well, the 2013.
Okay, so the 86 Academy Awards hosted by Ellen DeGeneres. Best Picture was 12 Years as a Slave, American Hustle, Captain Phillip, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, Philharmonia, and Wolf of Wall Street. And I better hope you did the right answer there.
I definitely voted for Wolf. I don't know what.
I'm glad you voted for Wolf. That is the correct answer. So to school, did you guys get one vote then as a school?
There were a couple people that signed up to vote. I think there were 4 of us.
And then it's your votes basically.
We had 4 different votes. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Well, because it's each person. Like,
I don't know if they had some rule
member.
because of the educational institution. They might have been like.
No, because we signed up separately outside of.
Oh, okay.
School. So.
Okay, so best director would have been Gravity, American Hustle, Nebraska, 12 Years, or Wolf of Wall Street.
I think I voted for American Hustle just because of what I heard they went through. Like,
interesting.
They shot it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was under 2 months.
Really?
And so for what it was, I was like, this is really impressive. I'll vote for this.
Okay. Again, I don't like that film that much.
It's not a great film, but for what David O. Russell did.
Which is funny because at the time, like, we talked about it like it was, I feel like. Like, The Shadow definitely was.
It was good. It's, it's that they shot it in, I think it was 60 days. It was 48 or 60 days. Like, that is incredibly quick to do.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to not be a piece of shit, like, okay, yeah, I'll give it to him because.
I also feel like The American Hustle came out around the time of The Big Short, and I feel like it was just a smaller version of The Big Short.
Yeah, it was more focused.
but like it totally had the same kind of feel and stuff.
Also had Amy Adams' tits in it.
Okay. Best Actor: McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club, Bale in Hustle, Bruce Dern in Nebraska, DiCaprio in Wolf, or whatever the guy is from in 12 Years a Slave. I'm not even going to try to say it.
Was that Shalil Lojafor?
Yep.
McConaughey?
Okay.
It was either McConaughey or Bale.
Which is funny because McConaughey, I think, was also up for best. How is McConaughey? Oh, two. I wish McConaughey was up for best supporting in Wall Street. That'd been amazing if he was up for two. He could have, in theory, won best supporting and lead actor.
I mean, he wasn't the supporting actor in that.
That's true. He was a great actor in that film, though. Okay, so best actress. This is the last one we'll go through. Blanchett in Blue Jasmine, Amy Adams in Hustle, Sandra Bullock in Gravity, Judi Dench in Monia, and Meryl Streep in August.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think that was one that I just checked the box and said, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. I did not know that you.
I was a member of the Academy. For 2 years.
Interesting. Okay.
And I did it solely to vote.
Obviously.
I forget how much it cost. For what it was worth, I was like, yeah, you know what? I get to say I voted for the.
Twice. What do you think probably cost? A couple hundred? Okay. And then other news, again, we older time you guys hear it. Cyberpunk is delayed again.
Did you see apparently journalists were starting to play it?
Yeah, they have it. They have a version of it right now.
So,
that embargo hasn't been moved either. It's not a full game. They have a demo.
Well, yeah, but I have to imagine the people that makes the strategy guides.
IGN and stuff.
No, there's a company that is known for.
Oh, Prigma or whatever.
Yeah. They have to have the game probably months before it's even certified, because it takes a shit ton of time to write one of those.
Yeah, but say have pieces, but shit could still change.
And I imagine CD Projekt goes, okay, hey guys, look, here's what's changed from the build. If it's a stability build, they probably don't care that much. But if they're like, hey, this area changed, you need to go.
And then also, I'm curious. I always wondered how much money those deals are and stuff. Who pays for it? Does the company pay for it? Prigma, or does Prigma pay for the company?
I have to imagine it's GameStop orders 50,000 Prigma. And then Prigma works a deal with the publisher, probably?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes the developer?
Well, I think CD Projekt would be an example of developer, because only Warner publishes it in the North America, but technically the game itself is being funded by internally. I thought.
Well, and I'm sure there's some differences of some of these games that are getting these guides may be published by somebody, and they're like, hey, we don't know, we'll have copies when we have them. So then they have to go and contact the hey,
what is it looking like? Yeah,
we need to write this guide. We need something. Yeah, I remember seeing somebody screenshot the message and then highlight, journalists have been playing the game.
Yeah, but from understanding that back end, that's not unusual. That doesn't mean a lot.
Yeah, so are they going to be playing? Well, yeah, you have to imagine if the game was going to be, if it hadn't been delayed this time, they would have been getting their keys to play. Probably
next month.
Well, no, probably this week.
No, because it's September as a date, so probably end of July.
Well, because wasn't it supposed to be in August?
No, the game got pushed back to September. It was I think like February or March, then July, then September, now November.
Maybe it was the July. Like, they would have been playing sections of this game.
Right. So if you, in that case, yes. Right now, journalists having a build for preview independent is not weird to me because you just segment out a part of the world. Say here's it'd be like they'd go to events to play this if it wasn't the COVID world right now. That's not weird. Like, this is not weird, journalists having a piece of the game in their hands. They don't have the whole game. They have a part of the game that's very structured for them to have that part of the game.
They know. Like, that's a serious question. Like,
yeah, 1,000%. That is literally what they have. They do not have
they
the whole
probably
game.
do now. Like, CD's probably like, hey, the access that they have is going to be this version.
That, or if anything, CD goes, okay, you can, if anything, maybe there's a world where maybe something like IGN has the whole game and like it's a really bad version, and CG just goes, your NDA is only covering everything. You can only talk about this segment of the game, if anything.
Yeah, because I thought, wasn't Cyberpunk gonna be like one of the IGN like first or whatever things?
It's on the 25th. Is the so by the time this comes out,
well, they have that
we'll know
event,
about this.
but no, like IGN has those like first things where
yeah,
it's like,
but like that doesn't mean they get the whole game. That just means they have pieces or exclusive interviews and stuff. Like, that doesn't mean they have a whole game in their hands.
no, but they would need access to sections of the game that probably would be more involved than.
You just give them certain builds, and it's not that hard to like. It takes work, but like, it's fundamentally, this is not unusual. This is 100% normal.
No, it's just more of like it fucks everybody's schedule up.
Yeah, no, that probably does. But like, when people are acting like, how do journalists have this? I go, this is how every game works ever. Like, what do you mean, how do they have this?
But just for them to announce that they have, like, that's the thing. A lot of these delays, they don't mention the people that have the game. Like,
no, but you don't give them the whole game. You give them the piece you wanted them to have for this thing.
Yeah. Give them the E3 demo, or you give them the Gamescom
a bigger demo. Right, that's the whole thing. Is they don't have, like, this is nothing about this strikes me as weird that journalists have a copy of this game in some capacity while the delay happened.
It was just weird for them to announce that.
Yeah, if anything, you announce it after this event because it probably messes with everyone's schedule and how much they're prioritizing it.
More of the journalists have been playing this game. Like, why even include?
Yeah, don't say that. Just remember, if anything, just go, yeah, we start our event on the 25th, and just let it be until that happens. Just
release schedules are all messed up now because, what was it, Factorio or Terraria, one of the two. I think it was Factorio. Their 1.0 launch was moved because of Cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
So now are they going to move it back? Like, there were a bunch of games that got... No, like, they bumped it forward from what it used to be when Cyberpunk got delayed into September.
Mm-hmm.
So now are they going to keep it at its...
I would. Don't stop change. If you have to change it, have to. But like, if you don't have to, don't. That's the way I always look at those release dates like that. Like, it makes sense to change it, obviously do, but like something like that, don't play tiptoe around other games like that. But yeah, otherwise, other news. AMC announced they are officially back in July.
And you'll have to wear a face mask.
Right, this was a whole kerfluffle, because originally they just said it was per state ordinances, and now they changed it to... So basically, if you're eating or always drinking, you don't have to. But funnily speaking, you have to wear a face mask in their facilities, and they said they will kick people out who are caught not wearing them.
So just have the straw in your mouth the whole time. You don't have to have it in the drink. Just have the straw in your mouth.
Even if you're having popcorn, just have the straw in your mouth to be safe.
Oh.
Okay. It will be interesting because they're doing a soft open like a week or two before Mulan, and then they're opening with Mulan. So I'll be curious how that works. And I'm shocked Disney didn't push Mulan again, personally. Because now Mulan is the opening box office draw.
Well, Nolan wants as many theaters as possible, so.
But Disney probably should too, because Mulan, you think they would?
Honestly, Disney does not care.
So literally no, but like literally do, because this quarter's gonna suck. Like, they care for bottom line reasons.
Yeah, financially they care, but it doesn't matter to them that this movie's getting released in a theater.
Yeah, it's shocking enough they didn't put it into streaming immediately.
I'm more surprised that they didn't see the success of Trolls 2 or whatever World Tour is. See the success of that going straight to on demand. I'll throw it on demand and Disney Plus. And for the people that don't have Disney Plus, I guess you couldn't do that because. But yeah, just put it on demand and then give like Disney Plus members, send them an email for like, hey, here's a $10 coupon for Mulan or some shit like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Other stuff. So the Negan one shot, I put a news story to this and I'll explain to everyone. So Negan obviously is a character from The Walking Dead. So what this is something I think really cool that Skybound's doing, and Skybound, whoever the publisher behind The Walking Dead comic is fundamentally what they're doing is they made a comic. So obviously you know how comic stores work, right? They sell the comic for $4. They bought it from the distributor for like $2 or $3. They literally what they're doing is a comic store right now. They're making this comic. Comic stores can buy their normal allotment of them from the distributor, and it's costing the comic store nothing. They're literally just making free comics that the comic store still sells at $4. So that way, they can go in and actually try to help the comic stores post-COVID as they're opening back up.
This sounds like they went to the Epic School of Business.
Okay, but like it's also like it is The Walking Dead, so like it's an established thing. But I find that, but like that's like gonna actually like for how much money they're gonna lose on this comic book. Like it's a good PR move, and for sure it's gonna help the stores. Like if I said it's a free.
I mean, the problem is getting out and having this story. Now everybody's going to be like, oh, this comic book shouldn't cost $4.
But the point of it, it's literally there, so that way it helps the comic book stores.
Yeah. Again, this is a thing that you don't need to release publicly.
I don't think they meant to. I think it's more of a comic books talked about it. I think the stores talked about it, and then that kind of just spread.
Well, stores need to shut the fuck up, because if I was a, if I didn't understand the story, and all of a sudden I see my local comic book store saying, hey, this comic was free for us, we're still going to charge $4.
Even though literally it makes sense because the whole point of it is to help the comic book stores. Like for how much money they're going to lose on this, it literally was a good thing they did.
Yeah. It's just more of like a giant fuck you for the comic book stores that announced this to fans. Like, now people are going to be like, why should I support you if this is free? Like, people are much more likely to support a company if they hear that their margins are like $1. They buy the book for $3 and sell it to you at $4. You're a lot more likely to get people to support you because people see that as like wanting to support small business in the struggle.
Like, in theory, this is what that is.
It is, but if all of a sudden you're saying this cost us nothing, and instead of making $1 on it, we're making $4.
Yeah, but like we're talking about what's a good store going to sell? 200 of these? Like, it's not going to be giant numbers. The whole point, it's more of the thing of like, hey, we're doing what we can to help.
Yeah. It's definitely a feel good from the publisher. It's very much a whoever broke the story from the comic book side, from the store side of it, really screwed the pooch.
But like I think it's the goodness of the stories. I think for sure that like it's what like it is totally a good thing. They're gonna lose a lot of money doing it, and
yeah, this is the first we've seen of somebody supporting small businesses.
Like, especially an industry, obviously, that they directly care about. And I think it's a relatively, obviously it's expensive, but it's a relatively easy, cheap way to do it. It obviously gets the comic books very much on the moral side of Image. And obviously happy with it. They already were happy with them, but now even more happy with them because they're doing what they can to help the most direct way possible, which is give you free books to sell.
Yeah. Like, there could easily be stories of this coming from Disney. Or,
right, DC and Marvel could have done this. They didn't. Instead, its Image was like, okay, we're gonna just do this. We could take the hit.
Oh, more of like, Disney could waive fees or Mulan or something,
Mm-hmm.
like they could waive their cut from smaller theaters for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And, people are going to be like, oh, cool. Like, they're seen as helping, these theaters kind of get back on their feet. Whereas this is like, cool, you're helping people get back on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
And the comic book stores are super, like, it's awesome that they're benefiting from this, but why can't I just get this for free?
Mm-hmm.
If you're just handing them out, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Image, I want a free book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. The other news is it has leaked officially that Crash 4 is happening by the time this comes up. Everyone knows what that means, what it costs, and all that fun stuff.
Also, Skate 4 is happening.
That's true. Skate 4, I didn't pull the EA story stuff in there. Skate 4 is happening. Crash 4 is happening. The obvious rumors of Vicarious Visions, because they're announcing the new game, and then mystically this leaks and is going to be presented the same day they're announcing the new game. So, we think it's Vicarious Visions.
So, here's the thing. Going back to the Skate 4 announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody needs to bombard every EA social media post with Skate 5.
I actually saw it trending during that. Literally, that was trending.
Just keep it up. Just, like, let's truly make this a joke.
Fuck it. Skate 6, everyone. Hashtag Skate 6.
No, just do Skate 5. Skate 5, please.
Skate 5 now.
Skate 5 or we riot. Like,
I thought it wasn't called Skate 4 anyway. It was something else.
I think it's just called Skate.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought it was Skate. Maybe there's a 4H somewhere, but Skate.
But it's clearly Skate 4. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh no, it literally is. I just meant like I don't think that's what they said.
Oh, Counter-Strike is 21.
Hmm.
I forgot Counter-Strike was that old.
Mm-hmm.
Looking through to see if
What are you looking for?
the Skate announcement, like if it was how exactly like.
I think it's just Skate. I think you're right. Or Skate. I think they said quote Skate is back.
Which I hate to say it. So the quote is, "You commented this into existence."
Because they did.
Which, no, you didn't. This is directly a response to Activision announcing Tony Hawk's Skater.
Oh yes, that too.
Like, this is not you commented this into existence. If that was the case, Skate 4 would have been made like 4 years ago.
Yes.
Not in 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all the news I had. Other nonsense is so games to watch for. I'm changing it since we've gotten better at knowing when these comes out. From now on, the games to watch for is just gonna be games that are coming out on or after the episode releases. So that's why we skipped some games. So as this episode releases, F1 2020 will be coming out. Ghost of I think it's Tashima. Is that accurate?
Tsushima.
I know, it's fucking with you. Comes out next week. Wasteland 3, as I keep on here, is August 28th. And then I kept Cyberpunk 2077 on here with the original September date, just to make a point of, I wrote the fucking show notes, and then 10 minutes later they delayed the game.
Welcome to the world of recording stuff, not doing it live.
Literally, it was, oh, perfect, write the show notes. Open up Twitter. Son of a fucking bitch. So the new date, I think, is like November 17th or something. Okay, so Movie Club. AJ, do you want to explain to the people what we are doing for Movie Club for this month of July 2020?
Yeah, so we're going to do a best of. We'll go back through our archives, all 21 episodes of it.
Mm-hmm.
And we will make a poll for the best of the old movie and the best of the new movie. Obviously, the new movies are going to be old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we'll be doing probably 3 or 4 different options. for the old movie and 4 options for the. And we will make a kind of best of movie club episode. Hopefully, the last one that we have to do, where it's not some crazy.
Yeah. To be fair, Tenet will be out by then, so in theory, we might make Tenet our August movie. Just say fuck it, but we're gonna see how this all looks.
I mean, at this point, it is an August movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying for us, that might hopefully, as long as nothing changes, especially the AMC's opening.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that is everything for this month's SWW show for July of 2020. Was this 22, AJ? Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. Remember, I am Mike. That there is AJ. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Mikey_Maroney. AJ's at AJ_Losi. I don't like it. It still sounds weird. Follow the show at the SWW Show. Go to the
Just
SWW Show. I know, weird name. Go to SWWshow.com. Remember, just search the SWW Show on any podcast platform of your choice, or go to anchor.fm/SWW if you want to support us. We don't do this enough. There are a couple ways. On Anchor, there's some weird subscription thing. Just hit some subscribe button. You can pay us money. Also, support the people who support us. So, there is a link to a Humble Bundle thing. I believe it's like humblebundle.com/something/SWW. The link's in the show notes below. Click that. If you are a new member who subscribes for the Humble Bundle monthly package, we get a couple bucks from that. So we really appreciate that. Otherwise, spread the word. Leave a nice comment, review, any of that fun stuff. Tell your friends and family about us. Tweet at us when you tell your friends and family about us. Tell us what friends, what family, what you said about us, and tell us how many people, just so we know who really likes us and who doesn't, and we're going to keep you on a list if you don't like us.
Yeah, we need analytics.
For when the purge comes, because if you tell us you don't like us, AJ, what's going to happen when the purge comes?
Oh, fuck all. I'm protecting myself.
Fucking AJ, that's not what you're supposed to say. God damn it. Otherwise, yeah, I believe that is the show for today. What's the term? Was it stay frosty, everyone?
Sure.
Bye. This podcast was a production of the SWW Show. To learn more, go to theswwshow.com. Remember, you can follow the show on Twitter at the SWW Show. You can follow me at Mikey_Maroney. You can follow AJ at LowSeatBoy. Remember, new episodes premiere on Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time on anchor.fm/SWW and podcast services around the globe.